Miami, the 1980s, neon nights, fast money, and faster cars. And if you picture Miami Vice, you probably picture one thing instantly: a Ferrari. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most iconic TV car stories of all time: the Ferraris used in Miami Vice, and how they became as legendary as Sonny Crockett himself. We're talking the real cars, the replicas, the behind-the-scenes drama, and why Ferrari basically became a character on the show. So buckle up, because in Miami, the suits are sharp, the nights are loud, and the Ferraris, they're unforgettable. Let's start off with the Daytona Spider. Ferrari Daytona, like the one used in the show, during the first 2 seasons and 2 episodes from the 3rd season. Detective Sonny Crockett drove the black 1972 Ferrari Daytona Spider 365 GTS4 replica with a Florida license plate ZAQ178. Ferrari North America had turned down the request by Miami Vice for authentic Ferraris. They did the same with Magnum PI, forcing that production to purchase 308 GTSs. Although Tom McBurney is credited with planting the Daytona Spider in the mind of the public, it was actually Al Mardekian, an importer of gray market exotic cars, who sold Miami Vice the 2 look-alike Ferraris for $49,000 each. In total, 2 Ferrari Daytona replicas were used for the show, Car 4 and then Car 1 after the pilot, which acted as the stunt car. McBurney was hired to build the bodies for the Corvette chassis cars. The Ferrari's Corvettes, used in the first 2 seasons, were actually a 1976 Corvette and a 1981 Chevrolet Corvette C3 chassis that had been modified with fiberglass body panels by specialty car manufacturer McBurney Coachcraft to resemble an early 1970s Ferrari Daytona Spider. The tan and black leather interior, as well as the convertible top, was fabricated by Scott Drazen from Heads Up Industries based in Fort Lauderdale. The specific engines used in these replicas were 350 cubic inch Chevrolet V8, the primary engine for the Hero and stunt cars. During the show's 2nd season, one of the cars was reportedly upgraded with a later model 1985 L98 engine from the Corvette C4, modified with a carburetor and other performance parts. To maintain the illusion of an exotic Italian sports car, the production team dubbed the high-pitched sound of a genuine Ferrari 4.4L V12 over the rumble of the Chevy engines in post-production. While the show cars used Corvette V8s, some high-end McBurney replicas built for private owners occasionally featured Jaguar V12 engines to more closely mimic the original Ferrari's cylinder count. The legal battle began when Ferrari SPA discovered that their iconic brand was being represented by unauthorized replicas on a globally popular TV show. Enzo Ferrari was reportedly outraged that a counterfeit was receiving such widespread fame. The conflict unfolded through several key steps. Ferrari filed a lawsuit against McBurney Coachcraft and the show's producers for trademark infringement and violation of the trade dress principle, which protects the unique visual appearance of a product. To avoid a prolonged legal fight, the producers reached an agreement with Ferrari. Ferrari agreed to drop the legal action and provide 2 brand new 1986 Testarossas at no cost, provided the show stopped using the replicas. A specific term of the settlement was that the fake Daytona had to be removed and destroyed to protect the brand's image. In the Season 3 premiere, when Irish Eyes Are Crying, the replica Daytona was dramatically destroyed on screen by a missile. This allowed the show to introduce the real white Testarossa in the following episode. If you're enjoying this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe for more similar content. And hit the ringy-ding bell so you can get notified when we come out with more episodes. Next, we have Crockett's white 1986 Ferrari Testarossa. After his Daytona was destroyed, Crockett was forced to use far less exotic vehicles to conduct his undercover work, a move that he felt was seriously detrimental to his producing results. His continual complaining to Castillo eventually led to the lieutenant handing over a new vehicle more befitting of Crockett's high-rolling drug dealer personality in Stone's War. He later taught his son Billy to drive in the car, as seen in Child's Play. While the Testarossa was introduced solely because Enzo Ferrari was outraged that a Corvette was being used to portray a Daytona, Mocked-up vehicles were still used on the show even after the Testarossa's introduction. Largely due to the high cost of the real Ferraris, $181,000 in 1986 compared to some $49,000 for the McBurney Daytona Spiders used previously. As a result, a De Tomaso Pantera with a Testarossa body kit was built by Carl Roberts, the man who had acquired the two replica Daytonas after their removal from the show. This Pantera replica was used for much of the stunt driving scenes or whenever there was a risk of wrecking the real car. There was also a defect with genuine Testarossas that caused them to stall when executing high-speed spins, and the use of the Pantera allowed producers to bypass this. The modified De Tomaso Pantera can be distinguished from the bona fide Testarossas in several scenes by its higher ride height, different wheels, and the visible seams on its body panels. The Pantera stunt car had several further additions beyond those involved in making it look like an authentic Testarossa, including a nitrous oxide system for quick takeoffs, a roll bar for safety, an aftermarket racing radiator to deal with the humid Miami air, an upgraded carburetor, a special brake wired to a separate brake booster that could lock both rear wheels, mainly for the purpose of performing impressive-looking spins. This action was used most notably in the episode Down for the Count, Part 2. The original Testarossas donated by Ferrari North America were black metallic, but were then painted white. The Testarossa appears in black in the third season premiere episode When Irish Eyes Are Crying as Bunny Berrigan's car, then appears in white when it is given to Crockett in the next episode Stone's War, after the police department confiscated it upon Berrigan's death. Different reasons were given at the time as to why the cars were repainted in white, ranging from a driving mishap by Don Johnson on the set that resulted in one of the cars requiring a new coat of paint, to Michael Mann thinking that, unlike the Daytona, the black exterior paint did not make the Testarossa look good enough in night scenes. One of the two main Testarossas used in filming resided on display at the Fort Lauderdale swap shop. The swap shop's owner purchased the car from NBC for $750,000 and has reportedly turned down million-dollar offers for it. Allegedly, this car was sold in 2021 by Curated to a new owner. It is reportedly now a part of the Witvoet collection in Belgium. The other white Ferrari Testarossa was owned by Peter Lima, of Real Muscle Car Boutique, also located in Miami, Florida, and was put up for auction for $1.75 million in December 2014, after gaining a lot of buzz from the media. Today, the hero car is documented by Ferrari Classique and is part of a collection currently owned by Adams Classic Collector Cars in Buford, Georgia. As for the Testarossa stunt car, a third vehicle, which was actually a De Tomaso Pantera with a Testarossa body kit, is owned by the Carl Roberts Motor Group in Kingsport, Tennessee. The Ferrari Testarossa was a 1986 model and used a 4.9-liter, 48-valve flat 12 engine, technically a 180-degree V12. This longitudinally mounted rear engine setup produced approximately 390 horsepower in European specification, 380 horsepower in the US model. It had a Bosch Cagetronic fuel injection system. The transmission was 5-speed manual gearbox and was a mid-engine rear-wheel drive. The car was 1986 model featuring a single, high-mounted flying mirror driver's side mirror, which is sometimes referred to as a monospecchio. Once again, we hope you enjoyed this walk down memory lane. Until next time.